All right, so here we are with the DJI Mini 2. And if you guys saw my previous video, you guys know I mentioned that you are able to use the version 1 batteries in the Mini 2. Now this will be pretty much like a two-part video, because the first thing I'm gonna do is, like I normally do on all my videos, is do a flight or hover test just to see how long it will hover in the air. And this is rated for 31 minutes. The Mini 1 was rated for 30 minutes. On the Mini 1, if you guys haven't seen those hover test videos, make sure you guys check above and as well as down below. I'll link those. I was normally getting around that 26, 27, 28 minute flight time on the Mini 1. Normally I would say around that 26, 27 range. So I'm assuming I'll probably get something very similar with the Mini 2. But the second part of this video is gonna be testing out the Mini 1 battery in the Mini 2 and seeing if there might be a performance difference. Now the capacity is a little bit different, the voltage is a little bit different. So I do wanna see if there might be some, different efficiency on the new battery, because it is actually less capacity. So let's test out a hover test. This is a brand new battery. I actually went to the DJI store here in San Diego just to pick one up, because all my other ones had about 20, 25, 30 cycles on them. So I did want to give this a fair comparison by using a newer battery on the Mini 2 and using now a mini brand new one on the Mini 1 battery in here. So I did pick up a new battery. So if you guys are wondering if I'm using some old battery, no, this is a brand new battery. So with that said, let's get the Mini 2 up in the air with the Mini 2 battery. And before we even take it up in the air, this is a little test I wanted to check, because here we have the Mini 2 battery inside of the Mini 2. And if I do a weight on this thing, as you can see right here, put that on the scale, it comes out to 237 grams. So it's not even close to 249 grams. However, if you do use the heavier Mini 1 battery right here, pop that in there, close that up, and put that on the scale, it actually will put you over, because the battery on the Mini 1 is heavier than the Mini 2 battery. So if you do use the Mini 1 battery, just know that it is going to be heavier. It will put you over that 249 or 250 gram mark. So just something to think about if you are going to be using the Mini 1 battery in the Mini 2. And if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Aldrin Anastacio. I do a lot of drone tech tips, tutorials, and product reviews right here on this channel. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and also hitting that bell to be notified when I post new videos. I am at 100%. At the very top, it does say 100. So we will see how long it can go for. And when it gets, home point is updated. And when it gets down to, the landing warnings, I'm gonna try to keep it hovering, and we'll see where it gets to, maybe around that 5, 6, 7%, and then I'll bring it down. So I'll try to keep it as consistent as possible between the two. So if I do bring it down at 10% or 5%, I'll make sure I bring the other one down to the same. Power up.
Take off. The home point has been updated.
We'll keep it at this height right about there. And I'm also going to record video. So I do want to at least record video. If it does take up a little bit more battery to record, I do want to take that into consideration as well. Like, I know it's not the most exciting thing to do, but I do think it gives a little bit of better context as far as realistic numbers. Of course, if you're flying it out there, you're flying it harder, faster in sport mode, you're gonna use up more battery, but this is just a pretty standard test just to see realistically what a hover is. And actually, people don't realize that for it to hover, it actually does take up quite a bit of power to actually maintain hover. It actually uses less power if it's moving forward. This is probably the closest you'll get to trying to get some sort of consistency. And there you go. So at 20% is when you actually get the battery warning. I'm gonna go through this again to make sure, but if it hasn't changed from before, you're still not able to change the battery level. Yeah, you're not able to change when the alerts go on. On the Go4 app, on the other ones, you are able to change that. Do I want it to be at 20%, 30%, 15%? But we haven't done that here. I don't know why. And we'll just run it down a little bit longer. Right now I'm showing 9% on my percentage left, but it's telling me I have about 2 minutes until full depletion. So last time I'm gonna keep it up here, giving me about 30 seconds remaining until battery's depleted. Never really want to completely do it, so I'm gonna wait till 2, and I'll bring it down at 2. Let's see if it'll let me. There you go, 2. And we're coming back down. 26 minutes, 31 seconds. So Mini 2, very similar to the Mini 1. Like I said before, I would normally get 25, 26, 27 minutes of flight time on there. So we're pretty much right on par as being very similar hover time, at least, as the Mini 1. But everything, you know, changes depending on the wind, where you're flying, how much you're recording. I mean, all those little things take up power. So I just did a basic hover test, recorded a video for about half the time, and that was on the Mini 2 battery. Now I'm going to switch out to the Mini 1 battery now, do the same thing, and see what type of results we get. All right, so here we go with the Mini 2 with the Mini 1 battery. We are up in the air. Let's see how this one does. 75% on my battery remaining. It says here I got about 21 minutes remaining. A little update, we are at 44% left on here. It's saying that we still have 12 minutes remaining. A little over 3 minutes remaining. All right, 2%, here we go. And there it is, a little over 26 minutes, 26:17. So almost identical to the Mini 2 battery, but just to let you guys know, the Mini 1 battery does work. As you guys saw there, it got a little bit over 26 minutes of flight time, very similar to what we got on the Mini 2 battery. So good thing for all of you Mini 1 owners that are looking at possibly picking up the Mini 2, know that your batteries will work. But if you are thinking about getting a Mini 2 battery for your Mini 1, that does not work. The compartment, the shape of the battery will not fit into the Mini 1. But if you do have the original one, good to know that you can now use those older batteries on your Mini 2. Hope you guys got some good info from this video. Also, don't forget to check out my Mini playlist. I have a ton of videos are gonna be coming out, of course, of the Mini 2, but I have a lot also of the Mini 1. A lot of those things are very similar, so make sure you guys check out those videos as well. As always, if you guys got some value from this video, a big like would be much appreciated. And also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. This is Aldrin Estacio with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.